welcome to episode 7.
More energy
of the balcony. Bro. Welcome to the episode
more
7
energy.
Of the motherfucker. My neighbors. What time is it? It's 10. Welcome to the balcony AUX Chord. You have to. I was waiting for you to fit. Come on, man.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the balcony AUX Chord,
dude.
podcast.
Fuck that.
Okay, you start. You fuck that.
Nah, that's the welcoming. All right. So to everyone who is new to the podcast, we're just a bunch of boys who used to go to uni together. Missed our time chilling on our balcony, talking about music, listening to music together, talking about philosophy. And here's a chance for us to reconnect and talk about life, stories, music. And fun times together. Create more memories together on this dumb podcast. More memories.
Yeah, man. How are you, Mark? I heard
decent.
You did your driver's license today. You were saying earlier.
It's a hectic day. Like I feel like every country can relate. Like I feel like none of the, I would say DMV, like Department of Motor Vehicles of any country is efficient. So like everyone probably has a bad time every time they have to. I gotta renew my license and all that.
Yeah.
So didn't have a good day. Can't say I had a good day.
Did you do a road test or did you just do a
No,
test?
It was purely just like renew.
Waiting.
Like, it was just like an eye test. It was just like, can you see?
Thanks. I can.
Yeah, I can. Here's a license for you, buddy. Go crash into someone. Go crash into a police officer and pay the judges off. Oh, snap. Red Bull. Hashtag Red Bull.
Wait. I mean, ACAP though. Just
it got a little political there. I'm sorry. There's quite an interesting case in Thailand right now where there's the heir.
I thought that case was old.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's resurfaced now because the heir of the Red Bull business in Thailand, he crashed into this police officer, and he killed him, and then he somehow paid all the judges or whatever. He allegedly is paying everyone around the crime scene and everything to cover up the story. So it's little shitty right now.
But he didn't pay them enough, clearly. We all know about it. Enough. Fuck.
I guess the license, the DMV gave him a bad license.
Yeah.
Should have taken away his license, bro.
Dude, that's fucking tough. In Thailand, remember, it's just people don't give a shit. In high school, grade 11, grade 10, kids were fucking driving to school and parking. Those kids are 16. They're not 18. They don't have a license. But the school doesn't do shit. These motherfuckers drive in their BMW, their Mercedes, just park at school.
Yeah, I don't get that. I never did that.
Yeah,
I went to school.
It's Thailand.
Went to school by a taxi.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But how are you, Afindi? I gave some very boring insight into my life.
I'm good. I just woke up. Yeah.
Yes. This podcast. Okay, behind the curtain, Findy woke up an hour late today, so I had to wait for him.
Bro, I woke up 40 minutes late. Okay, I just had to set up.
Yeah, and now I'm hella sleepy because the Findy was
fine, bro.
I'm gonna take 40 minutes more sleep so Mark can have 40 minutes less sleep. Ha 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 ha.
Yo, that doesn't. You can shift your sleep, right? Let's try an episode for nighttime for me and then daytime for you. I want to see because I think
maybe it'll work.
Maybe we'll switch roles.
Maybe
because
I'm the low energy one right now, and you're super high energy.
I just woke up, bro. It's a sunny day. What do I have to do today?
Can't relate. Well, let's dive into this podcast. I know the listeners are probably fed up with us talking about bullshit, basically.
Yeah,
shut the fuck up,
we don't give a shit.
Yeah, let me listen to that Mew music.
Okay. Hey.
Nice.
Sorry, no, wait. I'm supposed to be close to the mic.
Yes.
Because Mark was like, it's terrible because I'm always doing this.
Yeah, we're still learning some good podcasting techniques. So I told Afindi that he's been moving a lot from the mic and it's making the audio inconsistent. As much as I can edit it, like to some degree, like it can't be done completely.
You know what? I think I should have like those.
Yeah, you should have those Justin Bieber mics. Yeah. They come
dude.
Or it's in your hair. Yeah. Like it's in like in your hair like this.
Yeah.
Like Broadway music.
Down like this.
Yeah.
I think that should happen.
I mean,
okay, anyways.
Fun to Findy.
Anyways, Mark.
So what are we talking about?
Let's talk about the topic that we're gonna talk about.
All right, so you guys probably read it from the title of the podcast, but we're gonna be talking about our top 5 albums today. As of right now, I guess you can say it as top 5 albums of all time for us. But I guess it's open to growth or change just because, music isn't stationary.
Yeah, like this shit, honestly, like, my top 5 changes, like, honestly, depending on a daily. Like, I'm like, oh, I think this is my top 5 now. You know what I mean? Which is fine. Wait, is it ranked? Is yours ranked?
Mine is
one,
ranked,
2,
but I don't think it's important that it's ranked or not. Like, if the listeners want to hear about if it's ranked, what rank it is, but like, I know yours is not ranked, and it's like just a top 5, like an abstract top 5. Then it's fine. Yeah. Like I'm more of like a geek, like an Excel geek. I like to put things in Excel.
Yeah.
And I kind of like grade albums when I finish listening to them. I'm like, oh shit. They get an 8 for this, bro. They get a 9 for that, and then they get a 3 whatever. And I enjoy it. It's like kind of geeky, but
it's kind of cute.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of.
I'm a cute guy, Can't complain.
Shut the fuck up, bro. This motherfucker just called himself a cute guy. Hey, all right.
Bangkok all cute right. Boys.
BK.
BK
Yeah, I can't rank them. I don't think I'm decisive enough. Like I cannot make decisions. Like coming up with a top 5 was tough enough, and I change it like all the time.
Right. I think we have one which overlaps with each other, but I'm interested to know.
Let's talk about that one first, bro.
No, let's talk about that last. Get suspense going. Suspense going.
It gets. I'm pretty sure like everyone just knows what album it is. It's pretty obvious. And for our generation, like early 20s, like kind of like late 90s kids. For kids our age, like yes.
Yeah, 100%. It's pretty obvious what album that is. But
can you guess?
I guess just to give this podcast some structure, I want to introduce the criteria that I kind of use in my Excel sheet, okay? Just so that you can have like a direction of maybe you can like add in your thoughts or stories into those things. But firstly, there's mastery of music / lyrics. So if like that person's like super good at writing music, lyrics, producing music, stuff like that, you can like tell. Another one is narrative and art direction. This is like super subjective as well. This one is like basically like how much you appreciate their artistic choices, basically, essentially. I think in this one too, I include the narrative. So it's like how coherent the album is. Like I think an album which is like all over the place should just be called a mixtape. I don't think it should be called an album. Like if it doesn't
tell a story within
it should.
12 tracks or whatever.
Yeah, it should, right? And then thirdly, I have social / cultural / mental significance. So what I mean by that is that has it impacted the world in any way, or does it discuss any like topics which are worth mentioning, like mental issues, or like poverty and stuff like that. Violence. I feel like that's important too, just because like you bring up people like Lil Pump who talks about Gucci gang. I guess you can interpret that as critiquing capitalism.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch, bro. I think he literally just means like people who wear Gucci.
Exactly. No, that's my point though, right? It's like I wouldn't consider that like even if he produced an album based on that song, right? Whatever. I don't even know his work, but
what if it's coherent though? What if he just
then he would get a good grade on that side, but he wouldn't get a good grade on this. So like this is all ranked out of 10 for me. Okay, and then the last one is personal significance. So this is super subjective. So like I might have like felt this album when I got my heart broken or something, right? And like this might it might resonate with me really, you know, a lot basically. So with those guiding principles, there's only 4 criteria. Do you want to start off, Afindi?
How about you start off first? Because my top 5 isn't like I haven't thought about it yet in terms of those specific categories.
Right. I mean,
so you start off. You go.
Okay.
You start with your number 5.
Okay, so like I said, or maybe you can kind of guess from the music taste that I do listen to. Like it's kind of based on like R&B, soul, rap. And just because I'm a child of the late 90s as well as like most of my formative years are in the 2010s. A lot of this is in the 2010s. So, do you want to go through one by one and then switch, or do you want me to just go full on?
No, I want it to be like you do one and then I do one and then you do one and then I do one and then on the last one we do just together because it's the same one.
All right, so I love Igor by Tyler, the Creator.
That's a good
one. Like art direction wise, like I like adore it so much. Like the pink, the wig, the suit, the
curtain behind the shiny curtain.
The and just like the aesthetic of the sound, if that makes any sense at all. Like the production, like sonically. The whole album sounds like kind of like one song, not gonna lie. It sounds like it was produced from one studio take, which I know isn't the case, but like it sounds like it's like really coherent like throughout. Like so it already checks like 3 boxes at one time, right? I think this one kind of scores low on my personal significance just because I didn't feel a particular way during that time. But the other things, like I think what is important to note in this one too is that Tyler, the Creator, in my opinion, has matured as an artist. Like you can see his progression throughout like the albums, right? Like there's what was the first one? Was it Goblin? Yeah, Goblin, right?
I think, yeah.
And then he grows, and there's like Flower Boy?
Boy.
Yeah, Flower Boy.
Flower Boy. I think it's Cherry Bomb and then Flower Boy.
Yeah, right. You're right. Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb was good. I like Cherry Bomb too.
There's one before that, I think. Anyways.
Yonkers? That's a song.
No, that's a song. I think it was the camp one. It was with a picture of him in a camp.
Right.
It was cute.
Yeah, and he keeps growing, and it's nice to see an artist kind of like grow into their potential and to like start utilizing everything they have around them. And like it's so ballsy too. Like I remember the first day he released it, it was like no features mentioned. Like the audience just has to like listen to it and like find out who was on it, and then he would like confirm it. He's like, yeah, that guy was on it. Oh yeah, that girl was on it. And I think that was pretty dope. Just like letting the audience kind of interpret it for themselves. But I suppose it doesn't really talk about the social significance or anything like that too much.
I feel like it was personal to him.
Yeah, it was personal.
It was a very personal album. I think.
Like lyrically, like I feel like it kind of goes through waves. It kind of changes a lot. It does not as coherent, but I think sonically super coherent album, and I loved it a lot. Yeah. Like I'm a kind of guy that I really like albums that are one sound, if that makes any sense. Like there's gonna be one album which I'll mention in like the next 15 minutes, and you'll get what I mean. But like I like it when like
I already think I know.
Like I like it when one song just transitions into the other song without you actually knowing.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyhow, I've riffed too much on
Did you go through all the 4 categories though?
I did, but like briefly. Like I didn't hit all of them personally, but But just because this one I don't have like a personal significance to it, so I don't really have a story that I can just share with you, but the other ones do, so I will share with you those.
Okay.
Your turn, Afindi.
Igor, Tyler the Creator. I have a top 5, and they're not necessarily ranked, but I think I would first talk about a one that's like a more recent one, a one that the newest one that came out, and I'm gonna go with Berhana's Han.
There we go.
Berhana's Han is damn. How do I talk about this? It's crazy, man. It's like the first time I heard it, I was just taking a bus. I like if something's good, like I will remember when the first time I heard it pretty well. And the first time I heard that album was taking the number 3 bus on Main Street.
You remember the bus line?
I remember the fucking bus, like the number of the bus. I was taking the 3 bus on Main, and there was like an illustrators like event thing where it was just like illustrators selling a bunch of shit, and I remember that pretty well. So I guess it's like it's a significant album. So I was like, oh yeah, it's probably a top 5. But
okay, what kind of feelings were going through your brain though, like during that time? I think that's more important.
So let's talk about the biggest thing about that album is Coherence.
Okay.
It was like the narrative is crazy, right? He was on a plane. It was like oh, he was like on a plane, and then the sound is like the flight attendant speaking.
Yeah.
But then it's like really funny because it goes through like stages of like being drunk, like being intoxicated, blah, 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 and it was just pretty cool. Like coherency or no. Coherentness wise, I don't know.
Cohesiveness.
It was that. So it scores high on that.
Sure.
Social significance. I think it was more personal to.
Yeah. It's fine. Like when I make that category is like also like mental, personal. Like there's so many like, but like it has to be significant to something. You know, it can't just be like, bring back Gucci Gang. You know.
Yeah, but I think I think this album for me scores high on the personal significance, because it talks about him living his life, but in a way that's kind of relatable. Like there's a song like he just sings about like his love life, I guess.
Right.
The different states that he's been in, like, and I don't know.
Were you going through something during that album?
I don't think I was going through anything, but it was relatable somehow. Like in none of these albums was he like sad. It was more of just like longing, and like, but it wasn't like if I was talking about the sadness that I felt from this album, it wasn't like he wasn't super sad. He wasn't super depressed.
You know what? I think it's because Berhana has a really bright voice, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Like when he sings, it's like, whoa. Like that's a very like, you can sense the aura in the voice of that.
Yeah, exactly.
You can get what I mean. Yeah.
It just sounds bright, and it's not necessarily a happy album.
Right.
But I don't associate it with anything sad. Right.
Oh, that actually kind of reminds me of like how like Chance the Rapper has like a bright voice too. You know, it's like there's also sad topics, but like it's like his voice is so bright. You can be like, oh shit.
Yeah, you hit the nail like right on the head on that. I think. Yeah, it's just a happy album. It's just a happy, coherent album that was aesthetically like amazing. Like the art direction visually and sonically.
Yeah, I like it too. Like it's like it what's the art? The cover art? It's like a guy with like a hard hat on or something.
With a hat, yeah.
Yeah, it's like planes and stuff. He's
wearing the logo, and all of the merch is like
Right.
that.
And there's also
so like
right. There's also a narrator, I think.
Yeah.
There's a narrator that like it's basically like the air cabin
the flight attendant.
crew. Yeah. It's like the announcements, right? It's sick.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's so good.
I think he played those sounds at the concert that I went to. Like he would literally just like transition using the
really?
flight attendant.
That's so fucking cool,
it's pretty
man.
sick.
Oh my god. That's so fucking... He didn't come to Vancouver. He went to Toronto.
That sucks.
Yeah, so I didn't see him.
He's cool, man. He didn't have any merch though. He doesn't sell merch or some shit. I don't know. He didn't bring it to London. At least.
They have merch on his website. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. Let's go through a number 2 for you.
So the next one I want...
Not number 2, like rank-wise.
Just like it's like just in my top 5. The next one is Forest Hills Drive. And this one is...
J. Cole?
J. Cole, yeah, it's by J. Cole. And I like this one a lot because it's like a coming to age kind of story. And this kind of... I mean, mostly informed by the song Wet Dreams. And that's why it's not because I relate to that song. It's just because like he was brave enough to talk about that kind of topic as like vulnerable. A hard ass rapper.
He was so vulnerable in that song. I remember listening to it and I was like, that is honest.
Honest, big time.
That is honest,
and he kills it. Like his raps are sick. And I think for me too, like the narrative of coming to age, him going back home, that street that he lived on, I believe was called Forest Hills Drive. And he tells his story of how he grew up basically and what he had to face. Like obviously I can't relate to his story, but at least for me though, like I kind of like J. Cole for his material that he raps. Okay. And what I mean by that is that, okay, like Kendrick Lamar is good in his own way, but I can't relate to Compton life. I can only relate, like, it's more relatable when it's like something J. Cole talks about, which is like home living, heartbreak, money, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I can't relate to Compton life and gangs and shit,
like,
you know?
I'm privileged as fuck, like...
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't.
I'm privileged as fuck, I cannot relate.
Fuck you.
No, actually, though.
No, you're right.
Me too, like sometimes we listen to, like, rap music, or, like rap music that talks about,
gang violence,
and poverty, violence, and stuff like that. You're just, like... You appreciate it, you enjoy it, and you learn from it, but you're like, you can't relate to it.
You can't. Yeah. So
I guess that's not the point, too.
Yeah, it really isn't the point. But like, But I mean, the next album that I'm gonna bring up is like actually gonna. Yeah, it's the opposite of what I'm saying now, but I like this album for his like how vulnerable he is, like as a rapper. Like, there's not a lot of rappers that are willing to talk about this shit. Like, I think after J. Cole's album was like maybe like Logic came out and maybe like rapped about like normal day shit, and I mean before that there was also Kanye in his like beginning albums on how he worked at Gap and shit, like just like regular ass shit. So it's nice to get an album,
a snapshot.
Yeah, man. And I remember I listened to this when I was in high school, and like it just hit me at the right time too. Like I was like I was starting to become who I am now, and he kind of goes through that journey too. Like he becomes the man he is through going back home, that street. There's such a narrative there, right? That like kind of like mirrors what I was experiencing at that time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And there's some standout songs too. Get Off My Dick, GOMD.
I remember that.
Yeah,
that was so funny.
Yeah.
The Bee Gees? Was that the Bee Gees?
So there was this one time me and Afindi were just chilling, and what was it? So GOMD came on, like on my stereo, and then he was like, "Yo, shit, this is sick, right? And then he looks at my screen and he sees the Bee Gees on, like the artwork was like still lagging or something like that. I think, and he's like, "Yo, is this the Bee Gees? This is sick." And I'm like, "What are you crazy?"
We are also talking about the Bee Gees, right? And then so I was like, my head was still like thinking about the Bee Gees, and then this song came up, but it was cool. So I was like, "What the fuck? This is the Bee Gees?"
Like literally, the lyrics are like, "Get off my dick." Right, and then he's like,
it was the beginning,
is this
bro.
the Bee Gees, bro?
No, it was the beginning where he goes like, no. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but
anyways,
I like that album a lot. I'm kind of drawing a blank when it comes to the names of the songs, but I like it a lot.
There's
man.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Dude, I'm sorry. This is like super late. Like my brain isn't working too well.
One time for the LA hoes.
Yeah.
Role models.
Love yours.
I like that.
Yeah, no role models. There we go.
The role models.
Yeah, the whole album is just slaps, man. Just slaps.
Yeah, so good.
Anyways.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I'll have more stories for the other three.
Are you looking at your spreadsheet? I feel like you're looking at your spreadsheet. You fucking... Okay, you want to move on? Mm-hmm. You want to do another one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The second one that I want to talk about is a big deal. Very, 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 very big deal. A big deal. Actually, it's a big deal. It's a big deal during my like formative years starting to listen to music. It's Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah, I guess.
Favorite worst nightmare.
Okay, I've never heard of it. Like I've never listened to it, so I can't ask you any questions on it too much.
Yeah, that was my like alt rock
phase,
indie rock boy phase when I was like in my early teens.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the shit I listened to. I used to listen to all that stuff.
But the whole album,
like Arctic Monkeys. Yeah, the whole album. That album was good. It was just, I don't know. It just felt honest. I think it felt like no bullshit, no like. Not really a lot of filter. Like Alex Turner was just kind of talking about, I guess, his early 20s or his late teens.
Mm.
And it was just shit that like, it was just fucking like a kid growing up in like middle class England, I guess.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? And it was just fucking kind of relatable. I mean, I was a lot younger than... I am a lot younger than him, and when I was like big into the album, like I was still a lot younger than like he was when he wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
But the themes and the stuff that he talked about were still like, it still hit. You know what I mean? Like he talks a lot about heartbreak, a lot about like just him doing like shit, people doing dumb shit around. The neighborhood.
What's the general narrative though? Like what would you describe?
The general narrative?
Yeah, like how they kind of tell that story in that album. Like what's the
it feels like again, it feels like just a snapshot of the not the community, but like the sort of like the place he was living in.
Okay.
It was told through like it was just a story. It was just kind of like it was like as if you were reading a short story about of different people's lives,
right?
Within that area, that's how it felt like to me. It might not have been like that intentionally, but that's how it felt like to me. It was just like,
right?
Yeah, he was just telling stories. Like, it just felt like listening to like random little short stories about like a bunch of people's little lives.
Right? Because to me, okay, like I know you didn't use the criteria that I use, but to me, I would say that's incoherent.
That's incoherent.
Like lyrically and story wise, that's incoherent. But like maybe sonically, I've never heard of this album, so I can't say.
It's not. Yeah.
For me, sonically sonically coherent?
I would say so, but I feel like that category isn't as important to me as it is for you.
Makes sense. Okay. Yeah.
Like an album for me could just be like
a mixtape.
You know. Like a mixtape. Like it. But yeah, it doesn't need to be like coherent. Like if the progression is nice,
right?
Like if it
Yeah, but
fits
that's still narrative though. Like I like what
Really?
like, maybe you're misinterpreting what I'm trying to like saying coherent, but like when you're telling a story, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't jump from tangent to tangent. Like when you're watching a movie, you don't watch like
Oh right. Yeah,
like you want to see like a progression in emotions and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so
it can be short stories, but it can't be tangents to like a fucking different world, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I think, okay, then I changed my mind. Like, I think this album is pretty coherent. If that, but yeah, it's like, it's pretty coherent because it's not that it's telling different stories, but in a way that, I mean, it's not tied together, but in a way that is like, it develops nicely. Okay. Like it starts off really energetic and then it goes sad and then goes like sort of like I don't know. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. No.
But there's a progression.
There's an arc. Yeah. Like I think the most important thing about an album that it has to have an arc. There has to be a story. Like there has to like story in the very broad sense, in the sense that like an artist can't tell a whole story in one song. Therefore, they need 12 songs, whatever, to tell a whole story. Yeah. It's kind of like a book. You can't just read from one chapter, right?
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, yeah, I like that album a lot. It was a big deal growing up. Like, it was one of the first... Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you, like, fanboying over Arctic Monkeys a lot.
Yeah, basically. All of my,
all the
like,
time, really.
Teens. Yeah, I fucking love them.
They're good. Like, I can't complain.
The hat that I was wearing in one of the episodes was an Arctic Monkeys hat.
Yeah,
I love them. They were elemental in my development.
Elemental?
Yeah. Doesn't people use that word? Elemental?
I've never heard anyone use that word in that sense.
Because everything's made from elements, bro. Like, I feel like a part of me is like
Avatar.
An element of it is like...
Okay, Ang. Calm down, Ang.
An element of me is like Arctic Monkeys made me kind of who I am. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, they're a big deal. Anyways, moving on. Your third.
Yeah, man. So I for the next 3 albums, I have some name drops. I have some stories that I maybe can add to it as well. So I'm pretty excited for them. So the first one is To Pimp a Butterfly, which, like I said before, kind of goes against what I was mentioning in the J. Cole interpretation.
It's not relatable.
It's not relatable. But the thing is, I like this one for it's sonically coherent, as well as it's so ballsy as an artist. Like, you know, they brought on like Thundercat and Kamasi Washington to like do like basically the whole damn fucking album, right? It's a jazz album, essentially.
Yeah.
It's essentially a jazz album with rap on it.
It's insane. It's insane, yeah.
And I love this one a lot because it changed my mind on Kendrick Lamar. Okay, so the story is, so I as like a young teen in high school, I was like, yo, like rap is dead, bro.
What?
Rap is dead,
what do you
bro.
mean? I've never thought that in my life.
Rap is dead, bro. No, because I was like, as like a 13-year-old, I was like, yo, 50 Cent.
Oh,
Eminem.
Okay.
And then it kind of like faded out for a bit. And then...
Or not a lot of good ones came up.
Or it switched to R&B for a bit. It was like Chris Brown and then Neo and stuff came up.
Yeah, true.
And then rap came up again when Kendrick came up. And then I was like, yo, this Kendrick boy is like, I don't like his voice. Like in Mad Kid, was it? Mad City? What was it?
Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City. Yeah. Originally, I didn't like that. Just because I was closed-minded. Gotta admit. And then I was chilling at a friend's house, name drop. I was chilling at Luke's house, and we were just, gaming, just talking life. And he was like, yo, Mark, you gotta listen to this shit, dude. Like, Kendrick Lamar just dropped this album. Like, dude, my friend is like, he's super hype on anything. And like, he was waiting for the second the album dropped. And he was like, "Whoa, shit! Kendrick
was
Lamar
it streamed
dropped."
At that time? Was it streamed at that time, or was
I don't think it was
like...
streamed, but I think he torrented it. Not gonna lie.
Oh right, okay.
But yeah,
just Luke goes to jail
right now.
just because you said that.
Fucking
the
incriminate him right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Luke. Bye.
Break into his house like right now as we release this video.
I just swatted him.
Okay, anyways.
But at that moment I was just chilling in his room and I think I heard These Balls. And then King Kunta, dude. King Kunta. I was like,
remember that. I got a bone to pick.
Yo, you know what though? I think, okay, just to add on our conversation last week on jazz, this album also informed that too. Like, it got me to be like, yo, there's such a wide like range of jazz, you know, that I've like never cared to listen for, but this is sick. I love this album so much. Like it's just is rough. Like the general like feeling that you get from it is like it's rough. It's like
it is rough.
It's like, damn, it starts with King Kunta, which is a reference to Kinta Kunte, right? Is that his name? Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm butchering history, but
I'm butchering history.
But
yeah, I think it is. You should watch. There's like a whole dissect podcast thing.
No way. Oh yeah, you told me about this.
On Spotify, it's literally like it's like 20 minutes per song. Like he talks about each song for like 20-30 minutes. It's fucking
crazy.
You should go do that.
Yeah, but amazing album, like front to back. I listened to it like 3 times in a row. I remember. Man. To this day, my favorite Kendrick album. Like I think Damn is too pop. For me, Damn is a bit too pop.
It's hype. It's
a little too hype. It was like I'm gonna make bangers. That's what
it's
Kendrick
political,
said.
but it's also pretty banger.
Yeah, like no.
This one was just this was
dude. King, not King Kunta. To Pimp a Butterfly. The only songs that people can really like fucking bang to is probably King Kunta, right? And like
King Kunta. And that's the only song you hear at a club at the club.
Blacker the Berry, the sweeter the juice.
I think
Blacker the Berry. Oh, I
is pretty good. Oh, actually, none of the songs are bangers, man.
They literally have clubs, like poems. Like
This is like, I remember when you was conflicted.
Exact. Oh my god, yeah, the poems.
Yeah, I'm talking about like, that. Yeah,
like spoken word, right? It's like, whoa, dude, like, this guy's actually a poet. Like, in my head, I was like, this guy isn't a rapper anymore, dude. This guy's a fucking poet, bro. This guy's the modern day.
That's what rappers are.
No. But there's like a different level.
There are like good poets and there are shitty poets. I think it's the same thing.
But when you listen to people and you're like, wow, this is poetry. You can say that with anything. You can like, this athlete is moving like poetry. Like,
oh, okay.
You know, it's like a different level of beauty. It's like aesthetically, like what the fuck?
It's crazy.
Yeah. So
he did like a fake interview with fucking Tupac.
What?
It's Tupac.
Wait, what? In the album?
You know the guy he was interviewing? That's Tupac.
What?
Well, like Tupac's dead, but that was like
I know Tupac's dead. Wow, I never caught that. Okay, shit.
It's just the dissect. I didn't know this until recently.
Shut the fuck up, Findy. Why are you making me feel stupid?
I thought we talked about this.
Okay. That's fine. I'll go listen to it again and
you'll like it even more this time.
I think I would. Yeah. But
I didn't know. I thought this was like
but like I said, like I'm a Sonic, like I'm a Sonic the Hedgehog kind of guy. You know, I like music. I like the beat. I like rhythm. I'm not a lyric kind of guy. Like lyrics are cool. Yeah. Like obviously that album, the lyrics are sick. Like you can't beat it basically. But to me, like the jazz, the incorporation of jazz and rap together, perfect. So. That's it for me for that album. So I'll pass it on to you, Afindi. What's up, man?
Let me think. Let me do a.
Gave you so much time.
Let me do a big one. I'm gonna do this one. This album is such a good fucking album. I think it's objectively good. That's how good it is. Like I think. I know this shit's subjective, right? It's art. But like
but you think this is objectively. What is it?
I think this is fucking objectively
Stop
good.
hyping it up.
It's Janelle Monae's Archandroid,
Is shit.
bro. Whoa!
I'm kidding.
Janelle Monae's Archandroid is, I think, the closest thing you'll ever get to like perfection.
Wow.
Nah,
okay, that's pretty subjective, but
that's pretty subjective. But it's an amazing album, bro. Let's first start talking about Coherence. This is so coherent. It's basically a story. So Janelle Monae basically just, throughout her work, she just made a fucking universe.
Mm-hmm.
And it was inspired by like the novel Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's like a big like sci-fi novel that like you kind of had to read, like I think like in high school and stuff.
Have you read it?
I read it, yeah.
I haven't.
It's pretty good.
I read. Okay. Continue.
I read it. It's pretty good.
I've never read it.
And but basically, I think it tells the story of like an android singer. So it's like a futuristic world that she made up, but it's meant to obviously reflect like race issues and identity politics in like the modern day, like because she's like a queer Black artist.
Yeah.
So I think that, you know, that she talks a lot about that, but through creating this whole world about like the future where like people, humans and androids kind of like, there's like a conflict, like there's like android rights, and then there are like riots and shit going on and stuff like that. And this is like not even just one album. Like this story
is throughout
was so
multiple
big.
albums. Yeah.
This is throughout fucking multiple albums. This woman is fucking insane. Like she's crazy. But yeah, I think aesthetically also it's beautiful. Like lots of strings, and it's very grand. Like the production is very grand. The sound is very grand. Like it's just a lot of people playing music at once. Like every song is a lot of people playing music at once with like a very like, the sound is very like lush. That's how I describe this whole album.
You like using the word lush.
The
music is lush.
The word lush.
It smells like olive branch.
So it smells like olive branch.
Do you know what olive branch is? Is it one of the scents that they sell at Lush?
Really? I don't.
Yeah. Wow, man. I'm a big fan of Lush. I use a lot of Lush.
I'm a big fan of that word.
Lush.
Lush.
Sponsored by Lush.
Sponsored by, not the brand.
Not the brand, the word.
Not the brand, the word. Yeah, but it's just an amazing album, and I think it's like, it's very like complex and it's very deep, and every time I listen to it, like I understand the world a little bit more, I guess, growing up.
And that's a little much. That feels like you're over-exaggerating.
No. Like I feel like every time.
What do you mean you understand the world a little bit much? Talk more about that. You can't just drop that.
A little bit much? No, a little bit more. Like,
yeah. I mean, like you understand it a little bit more.
You just learn more things, bro. It's like I listen to this and then I take a course and then I understand this issue a little deeper.
Okay.
It's not like, no. It's just like, obviously, like the more you know, the more you realize you don't know anything.
Sure, yeah.
But like you kind of like, the older you get, you approach things through a different perspective, right? Like, and so every time I listen to that album, there's like I haven't listened to that album since, you know, the Black Lives Matter movement, for example. And if I listen to it now, I think I'm gonna get something different from it, kind of thing. But yeah, anyways, that's that. Yeah, Janelle Monae's Archandroid, amazing fucking album.
Yeah, do you have any stories on it? Like, were you like listening to it when you were at the beach? Like,
the first time I heard it, I was on a plane. I think that's why. I was moving back from Ottawa to Bangkok.
Wow.
And I think it was one of the, like, either TuneIn Radio or one of the apps I used before Spotify.
Right.
And Sir Greendown came on. And the vibe of the song was, it really matched, like, the aesthetic of, like, flight, of being on a plane.
It's, like, uplifting?
And so, not uplifting, but it just felt like I was on a journey, like, back home. it just felt like it just all made sense to me. I don't know.
Right.
I was like 14, 15.
Right.
Yeah,
I think that would be a good topic to talk about, actually. Just a tangent off a little bit. Like songs that remind you of like travel, or like that make you like feel like you're traveling. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Anyways, that's Janelle Monae's Archandroid.
Wow, okay. Well, jumping into my second one, I guess this is the kind of like the most different one in all of this rap.
Yeah.
It is Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On."
Oh,
this
God.
man is a genius, man. Like, to me, this album, if it weren't for my number one, which is the same as yours, it would have been number one too. Like, to me, like, this album is like perfect in so many ways.
Do you think it's objectively good? Like,
I think it's so objectively good. I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's objectively good.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like it, I'm like, what are you talking about?
You're
like,
fucking dumb.
Like, are you on something? Like, do you not like equality? Do you like war? Yeah. Like, okay, so I say that because the social aspect of this song is like basically a 10 out of 10, right? Because it's a fucking post-Vietnam War song. It's basically an album which he talks about like through the eyes of a soldier coming back from Vietnam. And it's like literally the first song, "What's Going On," right? He's like coming back home. What's going on to this world? Shit's hitting the fan. Second song, "What's Happening, Brother?" And then there's other songs too. There's like "Save the Children," "God's Love." I think that's the name of the song. And then "Mercy, Mercy Me." That one is literally about biodiversity and about climate change.
He's so ahead of his time.
Yeah, it's literally like about climate change.
He was talking about, well, like, I mean, they've been talking about this shit since forever, but he was talking about like environmental, like, protectionism and environmentalism, like back in the 70s, bro. It was not mainstream.
Yeah. And so this is the album that I was talking about when I was mentioning Igor and how it's sonically coherent. So this is the album. I think many regard it as the first concept album, in the sense that it kind of progressed from one song to the other as if it was the same song. It was one
song. It was one long song.
Like, I think it only has a break in the 8th song. Like, it's like after "Mercy, Mercy Me," and it's like different. It's just like it's like a change of perspective in the Vietnam veteran. It's like his mindset has changed. It's like the inner city blues or whatever. Is like a different vibe to that whole album when that hits. But in general, it's super coherent. Beautiful song, beautiful lyrics. A couple of stories about this album. I would probably want to mention all the times I biked on campus, man. Like, there's so many stories of me just like enjoying life. Because I mention him a lot in a lot of our podcasts, and I mentioned him in Love. Our Love podcast, where we talked about like what reminds you of love, and like this whole album reminds me of love, even though it talks about a lot of dark topics.
Dark shit.
Literally talks about poverty and war and death, but I think it's the congas, that's the word, the congas and the bongos. It's like it's like so
the instruments.
Yeah, the instruments. Literally, like the whole album has like conga, like yeah, and it's like it just makes me happy, man. Like, and his voice is so like angelic. It's sad that he was like a super druggie though.
What? He was a druggie?
Yeah, very much so.
Marvin Gaye?
Yeah, and he was like basically like a not a sex addict. That's a bit harsh. But he had a lot of sex. Like, every concert, he would take off all his clothes and like leave on like an underwear. And he would like post "What's Going On" album, he like turned a different corner, man.
I mean, what's going on?
What's going on? Like, literally, like, "What's Going On," the album was a turning point in his career. So like before that, he was singing like gospel Motown music. So it was like "Ain't no mountain high enough."
Yeah,
right.
And after that, it was song, just sex.
Yeah, And then it
Sexual
was
healing.
Mercy Mercy Me, fucking ecosystem and shit. And then it was sexual healing. It's like, oh, fuck me, please. That's what he said in all the songs, basically.
I mean, I don't think he had to beg, bro. Like,
no,
I don't think he needed a please after that.
But he, I think as an artist, he's a genius. He did a lot, and his voice is amazing too. But passing on to your second, because we're talking too long about our own shit. But
actually, yeah, we're at 53. Oh, I guess we're at like 40 something.
Yeah.
It could be a longer episode. So. So this is number 3 or 4? 4.
Yeah.
Number 4 for me. That's tough, man.
I mean, that's tough. There's only one more left before we have one common one.
There's one more left. I want to say it's to Pimp as well. So like, I'm changing my mind again.
Just to keep it interesting.
Okay. To keep it interesting, I guess you already talked about to Pimp, so I don't have to talk about it.
But do you have anything more to input into that?
Oh, nothing. It was just like, I think you said it all. But I think the number 4 is definitely fucking Malibu.
Oh yeah. You love Malibu.
Definitely Malibu, bro. Like Malibu was.
You have a poster in your house, right? Love Malibu.
Yeah, this is the Malibu. Anderson .Paak is like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I want him to be like an uncle.
Yeah.
Like Uncle fucking Andy or some shit. Right. I don't fucking know.
Since like 2015, it has been the rise of Anderson .Paak, dude. Like
he has been the rise of Anderson .Paak.
Well, I think he dropped on Oxnard, but anyhow.
Do you think he dropped on Oxnard? I thought, yeah, okay.
Oxnard was kind of man.
I think nothing he has made has ever beaten Malibu yet.
Yeah.
Except for some like individual songs, I guess.
Yeah,
but like,
I agree. Malibu's kind of a
Malibu
perfect album. Yeah.
Malibu is amazing. I think most of it was just so personal. Like he literally just told stories about his life.
Yeah.
Like the bird, like he told stories about his childhood, about where he is now, and it ends with keep dreaming. And I thought that was just so fucking inspiring. Yeah. Like this guy went through so much. Like he blew up later in his life, right? Like he's in his 30s now.
Yeah. He's old.
You know what I mean? So so he didn't when he was like 20, like when he was my age, he was not like famous.
Yeah.
Or like well known or anything.
He was doing Lovejoy.
Yeah, he was doing music and he was like good at what he did, but he didn't really blow up until like what, Dr. Dre? Picked him up.
Dre picked him up
like a few years ago. Yeah. And then he just blew up. But like so it was a lot of experience already.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like Tyler the Creator who was basically 19.
Yeah, he wasn't famous at a young age. Like he already had life experience as well as like wisdom to some degree, right?
Yeah. Anderson .Paak has gone through it and then became famous. You know what I mean? Like he was doing, and then and Malibu was that. Malibu is just his life story, I think.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking inspiring. I don't know.
Yeah, like Malibu, like I remember like the first time we listened to Am I Wrong? And gotta credit PK for showing me Am I Wrong by Anderson.
Yeah, and then you showed me Am I Wrong? And I was like...
You screamed. You're like, whoa! Bro!
It's so good.
This shit's sick.
So good.
Yeah. Am I Wrong? Come Down.
Anyways. Yeah.
Birds? What is it called? Birds?
Birds, yeah. The Bird.
Bird.
Yeah. It was Anderson .Paak.
Yeah, you saw him live, right?
So I saw him live, yeah.
Yeah, he's
like,
good.
I was yeah, he's really good. And like him being like a quarter Asian didn't hurt either.
Crazy.
Like I think that's a big deal.
Wait,
like
isn't
on
he
Spotify,
half Asian? He's like straight up.
No, he's a quarter. I think his mom is like half Korean or something.
No, his dad is Korean, like full Korean. No,
I'm not sure actually.
And he got arrested. His dad got arrested.
I'm not sure, but he is kind of Asian.
No, yeah, he is. He has a Korean wife.
And you know, like that's cool. Like on Spotify, like in Beast Meets West. It's just like a playlist that like is like a collection of like Asian artists.
Mm-hmm.
He like they put like Anderson .Paak songs in there because you
sick.
know. I don't know. Like I just fucking love that guy. To me, he's like a representation of like confidence.
Right. Okay. Like just to give the audience some backstory on Afindi. If you're wondering what Afindi looks like outside of this podcast, he looks like a mix of Tyler the Creator and Anderson .Paak together.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You're literally
it's just
the mixture
lips.
of two.
It's just the lips.
No, I'm not saying your face. I'm saying what you wear.
Oh.
You thought it was...
Yeah, I was like, I know I have big lips, but I don't think I'm like Tyler the Creator, big lips. Like, that's kind of tough.
No, man, I meant what you wear. Like you have like the slacks look going on sometimes. You got the boat shoes look for you sometimes, loafers.
Yeah. You know, I like.
And
to
then the beanie up,
look,
you know? The beanie Anderson .Paak look sometimes.
Yeah, like I like to dress up. What can I say? I like clothes.
What can you say, little bitch?
What can I say?
All right.
Anyways, one more for you.
Oh, are we one more for us? Last one, both of us.
Oh.
So most of you have probably guessed, but if you haven't, it is Afindi.
Channel Orange.
Channel V, Thailand.
By Channel No.
Channel Orange by Frank Ocean.
Channel Orange. Yeah.
Okay.
Best album of all time.
Yeah, dude. Like I could like honestly we should just have a podcast just on that album itself. But
okay.
Let's talk about why you like it and why I like it. So go first.
Like, I think for me it's personal. That's all it is. It is personal. And he captures. I was young when I heard it, but I felt nostalgic. Like I don't even know how that's possible.
Right.
Yeah.
What goes through your mind when you listen through that album?
Really, it's just pretty.
Uh-huh.
First of all, it's really pretty. Second of all, it's like it's kind of relatable.
It is. No, it is. It straight up.
It's super relatable. It's like it's youth.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just about youth.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what.
Do you have any stories that remind you?
I heard it in the summer going into grade 9. I think it was summer 2012. It was one of the best summers. Summer? I was just hanging out with a lot of friends.
You know, just smoking crack doing heroin.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's why it's
Afindi
relatable.
Gets canceled.
Crack rock.
Crack rock.
No, yeah, I was hanging out with friends. It was yeah.
Shit, what the fuck?
This is some stuff that I probably shouldn't talk about.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I was hanging out with friends. It was a lot of I think it was the year that I like became a teen.
Wow, puberty.
Yeah, actually, it was the year
your balls dropped, your voice dropped.
My early teens, and it was
Frank Ocean dropped his album.
It was the first. It was my first hip hop / R&B album, because before that I was like Arctic Monkeys, like alt rock, indie rock boy, and then I heard that and I was like,
I only wear Vans.
Yeah, exactly. It was like Radiohead. It was like I wear Converse, you know. And then this came out, and then I was like, maybe I'll wear Nikes.
Maybe, but Nike SDs.
Yeah, but this started it kind of, the reason it was because it introduced me to, I think, hip hop, R&B music, and then from there I branched off into like more jazz music, and then more, because I think the genres are like more related,
right?
And then it was a gateway album into my music taste today. That's why
I agree with you. Like just to piggyback on that thought, like it kind of like opened up my taste and my mind, because that album has so many flavors, if that makes any sense. Like every song has its own kind of unique flavor, and it kind of brings in different elements of different genres in. And I think it just, as an album itself, it just has so many feelings, and you can just like, it just branches up. You like explode into like a musical world from it. So I thank Frank Ocean for that.
Yeah. Honestly, like, Frank Ocean, he's kind of a dick, but like,
I don't know how he is. I've never met him.
No. Like,
have you met him?
No. It's just like the way he treats his fans. Like, you know, like when Blonde came out, like, he was like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna come out," and then it did come. Like, he's kind of a dick like that. You know what I mean? That's what I mean when I say Frank Ocean.
Boys Don't Cry, dude.
Yeah,
I was crying every day until he dropped Boys Don't Cry, and then he changed to Blonde. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick. Like, my friend, I think, was telling me a story about like how like he ordered merch and it didn't get there until like months later, shit like that, and how he would sell merch and it'd be really expensive. Yeah, and then how he'd throw like these parties and it'd be like super exclusive and like expensive to get into and shit like that. Like, he's a little bit of a dick sometimes.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, but
he's really big on like exclusivity and big on his like mysterious persona.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think my take on this whole album is that, okay, just to go through the criteria real quick, super coherent. It's a fucking story, right? It's like, it literally has a song start and end in the album, right? Start and end, and it's like a PlayStation, right? It's like an arcade. And then he goes through all these emotions. He starts telling a story. He talks about how he is like gay. In Forrest Gump, he mentions that. Mentions like drug abuse and like in crack rock. What's the song name?
Crack rock.
Yeah, crack rock. And then you know, Bad Religion, talks about religion, talks about, you know, gospel, like some gospel shit going on there. This is
the first time I heard it, he said Allahu Akbar, and I was like,
fucking name drop, man.
Yeah, it was just like, I only hear this shit at the mosque, bro. Like, how am I gonna listen to music and hear Allahu Akbar? I was like, I go to the mosque for that shit. I guess music's my new religion. Fuck. Oh, just kidding.
Oh no. Oh,
that slipped.
You know, what's up, Findy's cousins?
No. It's fine.
But I think I'm the most. I think compared to you, I fanboy over this album a lot more. Yeah. Just because I actually have a piece of work that I've based it off of Channel Orange.
What?
So I have I did this creative writing course in second year.
Oh, right. And you told me about this.
I was like, they were just like, do whatever you want, write something. And I was like, I got inspired by Channel Orange. And basically the whole essay that I wrote, or a story, was like this guy who like kind of uses the song as like a place of escape. And each song reminds him of like a different memory. Basically. And basically it's my memory. Essentially that essay is my life.
Yeah.
And I guess true stories from this is from that album, my favorite song is Lost. And it's,
I knew it,
because I went to Samui with my friends, man. My friends Zibby and Luke and the whole gang. We were literally lost in like this like time. Like, you know how grad trip was? Like, it was just like a fuckload of like whatever every day, like 7 days of like this whole week of like what the fuck. And we were just like lost on this island, just like having fun.
I saw you. Do you remember seeing me?
Yeah, we saw each other.
You were playing pool.
Yeah.
We didn't really know each other. I was like, oh, Mark, I'll see you at UBC, bro.
Shit.
I'll see you in college.
Let's see you in college. Yeah. So that reminds me of like dancing on a beach, because I was dancing on a beach. I was like, my friends were like smoking shisha, and I was like, yo,
Samui is the perfect, because essentially it kind of, that song was like described. Yeah. I mean, sorry, the album kind of describes that life a little bit.
It does.
The life that we lived on grad trip.
Yeah. It's just like
actually for context, we didn't go on grad trip together. It's just kind of like this thing where international schools in Bangkok. Yeah, international schools in Bangkok kind of pool together on this island for like 1 week, and we just like party. I guess
coincidentally, like we don't organize it
or
together
just hang out. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't organize a trip together.
We don't organize trips together, but it's just kind of like tradition. I think they're still doing it these days.
Yeah, no, they do. They go to Samui and all that. But
anyways, continue with the album.
Yeah, that album was fucking sick, dude. And like I remember,
I know.
What is it called? Crazy, Super Rich Kids. For some reason, the Crazy Rich Asians title came up in my head. I was like, what? That's not the name of the song. Super Rich Kids. That song and Sweet Life together as a pair is like the duo of the century, man. Like if you don't listen to that back to back, you're fucking. What are you doing with your life?
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
like
I'm gonna go listen to that whole album.
That song, like, not gonna lie, like it doesn't remind me of my life or anything, but it's just I can imagine like the song reminds me of people I know, you know. Super rich kids, but nothing but fake friends. Super rich kids. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh.
Sick. Like, it's just nostalgic. I know what you mean by, like, when you said, like, when you listen to the first time, it was nostalgic. Like, it just
you just feel nostalgic. But I was 13 when I listened to it. You know what I mean?
I don't think you were 13.
I was 13 or 14. What?
You were more like 15, 16.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. 15. 15. I think I was 15. Yeah. I was definitely 15. Yeah. 14, 15. Anyways, yeah, like, you feel nostalgic, but like you're 14. You know what I mean? Like, how does he do that?
Yeah, it's a bit crazy.
He's where I was like longing a life or a memory that I didn't even have. Like, which is, how do you do that just through sound? Right. Yeah. I think that deserves like I don't know. That album is crazy.
Yeah, I want to bring up the mastery over the music too, right? Like let's put the music part aside. Let's talk about the lyrics, just because I'm not a lyric kind of guy. Yeah. Like Pink Matter as a one-off song, if you just take it on its own, is a genius song too, right? Like when you think about it, like he's talking about a vagina, okay? He's talking about like sex and like all that stuff. So it's like Pink Matter, but he says it in a way, he compares it to like just like any like pink thing, like Majibu from like Dragon Ball.
Majin Buu,
like,
yeah.
What? How do you think of that and write that down, you know?
Yeah. Apparently I heard that he had been a lyricist for like a lot of big names.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Even before that, right?
Yeah,
like I think the first time I saw him was in Jay-Z and Kanye West's Watch the Throne on what's that song? He was on one of them.
Yeah, I know you mean. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so he had been, and then I think he had been writing.
It's in the same album with No Church in the Wild, right? No Church in the Wild.
I think it is No Church in the Wild, bro. I think it is No Church in the Wild. Yeah. It's No Church in the Wild. Yeah, but it is. Like I think he had been writing like lyrics for like Beyonce and shit.
Yeah, no, he still does. Pretty sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I love Frank.
Yeah, I love Frank so much too. Like
it's Frank, sad boy Frank.
Sad boy Frank. I mentioned in the last podcast or whatever. Like I'm not too much of a Blonde fan. It's good. I've grown to love it, but Channel Orange takes the.
It doesn't beat Fat Orange, bro. Like,
yeah, Channel Orange to me.
Blonde is like a.
Blonde is monotone to me. Like I feel like it's only one note. It's like it feels very. He's a sad guy. It's like a sad album. But like Channel Orange, there's like ups and downs, right? The saddest song in there is Thinking About You, obviously. And even though it got super popularized, whenever I listen to it, it's always like boom, back in that feeling, right?
Yeah.
Because whenever I listen to pop, like super pop music, like whenever things become pop, I kind of hate it instantly because I'm like, it's overplayed.
Yeah, no, but Thinking About You, man, I can listen to it like.
Yeah.
I can listen to it all day. Like, it's still good, I think.
Yeah, Sweet Life, Super Rich Kids, Forrest Gump, Pyramids. Let's talk about Pyramids.
Oh, man. The 8-minute one?
Yeah, I feel like that one is the most out of the blue one. Like, let's talk about like narrative wise. Like, it's the most different.
Yeah,
because it just talks about like Cleopatra and stuff. And
yes,
I mean, I'm sure it's a metaphor for something. But
sex worker.
yeah, yeah. Lost is also a metaphor for a sex worker, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
just like it's so This is like it talks about a lot of things. I like it a lot.
Yeah. I feel like we should have a whole podcast where we listen to the whole album again and like write notes song by song, and then let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Just like on how we feel,
But your favorite song is Lost, right? Your favorite song is
Lost, and it will always remind me of dancing on this, like in the sand, like you know how your feet, like your toes, kind of like
sand
you're in
toes.
the sand, like that feeling, you know. And it was like a rave, basically. It was like dun, dun, it's like you know, beachside parties and all that. Yeah, good times, man.
Yeah, I think my favorite song though is probably Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone.
I think the strings in that song is so beautiful. Like I don't even know why I like it. I think it's just because it sounds like very pleasing. Yeah, it's like eargasm. The whole song is just like I'm just having an orgasm. Okay. In my ears. Okay. It's so nice. It's so nice, you know. It's so a nice. Good song. It's so nice. It's so nice. But anyways, yeah, we're at an hour and 50 minutes.
Wait, let me finish. I was gonna finish. I like White a lot too. Is it called White?
Oh, the John Mayer one?
Yeah, John Mayer one. Like it literally has no lyrics. It's just like an interlude piece, and it's still perfect. Like I don't give a shit, dude. Like I'm like, wow, like this guitar riff from John Mayer kills.
Yeah, John Mayer.
Love that.
We need to talk about John Mayer.
Wait, you want to do some honorable mentions before we
honorable
end the podcast?
Mentions. You go first. Honorable mentions.
So I'm in love with "I Am" by Earth, Wind and Fire. Graduation, Kanye West. Continuum, John Mayer. Drunk, Thundercat. And you know, a couple more. I can list them off if you want it, but maybe another time.
Maybe another time.
How about you, man? Any honorable mentions before we?
Honorable mentions for me. I like honestly the Christian Scott Atunde Ajwa.
Ooh, shit. Yeah. Ancestral Recall.
Not Ancestral Recall.
Oh, not that one.
Stretch Music.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The red cover, right?
The red cover one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. Another one would be. I don't have like purely hip hop albums. But like I don't think I'm like that big into like hip hop. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Like I like Chet Baker Sings a lot too. That's one of my favorite.
Chet Baker Sings definitely one super.
I've grown to love City Pop by Benny Sings a lot too.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites, but it's not up there for sure. It's like top 20 maybe.
Top 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think another honorable mention would be like Janelle Monae's another one. Janelle Monae's
like Janelle Monae at this point.
I just fucking love her so much. Like it's fucking just great.
Maybe we should just have a podcast on her. Maybe we just let you fanboy for 40 minutes.
But you never really listen to it seriously though.
No, yeah,
I feel like we can have an episode where like I'll just be like listen to Archandroid top to bottom, and then like let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Let's do one of those podcasts soon. But I enjoy talking today. Just because like I can talk about these albums all day. Like obviously there's stories that we both have that we can't really tell. They're a bit personal. Like I'm sure you have it too, but like I have a couple which are like I don't think the person would be comfortable with me sharing this. But yeah, like it was fun talking about some geeky music, geek stuff, just like ranking albums because no normal human being does that.
No. I don't even do that, man. That's just you. That's kind of tough. Yeah. Like, I don't rank shit. Like,
why you gotta throw me on the bus like that? Little bitch.
Yeah.
Well.
Anyways.
So thank you. Oh wow, I'm like so fucking sleepy right now. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this week's podcast. We really enjoyed talking today. Hope to see you next time. And join the music circle. All right. Bye-bye.